It's been a year. Hey y'all, my name is Lizzy and welcome back to my channel. It has been a whole year since I left a toxic relationship. If y'all have seen my channel, you know that a year ago I posted my video called I Left. And essentially what had happened is I had left a very abusive and toxic relationship, packed up all of my things in my car right after having a camera put down my throat because I was still having issues with the previous surgery. I drove the 8 hours it took to get back to my parents' house to not be in that situation anymore because I couldn't deal with it. Didn't feel safe there at all. So a lot has happened in the past year. I've recorded this a couple of times because I kept having so much anxiety about the first week of May, because every first week of May is always hellscape for me. I decided I wanted to wait to see what happened at the end of that week before I decided how I felt about it. Let's backtrack and see what's happened in the past year. Since I left, I had been looking for jobs the entire time. I had applied to Hollister, I had applied to a couple of other places, and I ended up getting a job at a smoke shop. This is kind of funny. I was working at the smoke shop. We sold like CBD and Delta 8. They also sold their stuff on the side apparently. I worked there for about a month. It paid all right. They closed down because the owner got arrested for armed robbery and fraud. So that ended. And the way that I found out is that I was driving to work one day. I see cops inside getting shit out. I was like, what the fuck just happened? After that, I was selling life insurance for a while. Didn't work because it was commission based, and in Laredo, nobody likes buying life insurance. That fell through as well. So at the life insurance agency, my anxiety actually started getting a lot worse because of the fact that if you don't sell, you don't get shit. So I ended up having horrible spasms with my hands. Like my carpal tunnel started getting worse. I ended up having to leave that job entirely, and it was mainly because of my hands. And my doctor was also like, your anxiety is through the roof. That's what's causing all of your health issues. It's literally just your anxiety. Quit that job, and I ended up working at like a little snack shop just in the meantime while I looked for something else just to have some money. End of September, beginning of October.
I was able to revisit Monterrey, Mexico, which I have not been in 10 years, and seeing the city reminded me why I loved living in the city so much. So
I started thinking about moving back to a bigger city, whether that be San Antonio, Houston, Dallas, just a bigger city, because I just didn't like Laredo. I ended up applying for a bunch of jobs all over Texas just to get the fuck out of Laredo. And thankfully, I got a call back for one of them in October, and I came mid-October to the interview, and they were literally prolonging the hiring process by like a month or two. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna look for something else because it's a war there right now. Ended up at the nonprofit that I'm at now, which is not too bad.
it would in fact get a lot worse.
I'm only an admin assistant, which isn't big. I only get paid 16 bucks. That's not that great. Pays the bills for now, barely. That's where I'm at now. I am able to have my own place now. I'm paying off my car. I am paying off my bills. I'm finally stable.
Not financially.
Compared to where I was a year ago. A lot changed in a year. A lot happened in a year, but it's okay. It all worked out. One way or another, it all worked out. I never would have imagined this is where I'd be at 24 years old. 2 years ago, I thought I would be married by now, but I'm here. I have successfully escaped the hellscape that was my life. Right now I'm dealing with some other issues, like my health is still kind of wonky. My job, even though it pays alright, I'm still kind of striving for more, so I'm kind of giving myself a year at this place so that I can have that on my resume since it's a medical facility. But life improved in a year. I would not change anything from the past year. I would do it all over again if I had to. I would leave again. I would go back, start from scratch. I would do it all over again if I had to. It's so worth it to be in a place where you feel good mentally and physically and not feel controlled by someone else. Guys, was good and let me dye my hair, and I'm finally able to bring back my purple hair. Well, not bangs, but like little swings I always wanted. I look amazing. It's the first time that I've gotten my weight under control, my mental health for the most part under control. I have healthier coping mechanisms now. Life is better. I didn't expect it to be, but it is. The overall message here is, if life feels like it's getting too heavy, too much of a struggle, too much, if a relationship feels like it's getting to be extremely toxic, almost deadly, start over. There is no shame in starting over from scratch. There's no shame. Because when you come back, you can proudly say, holy shit, I did that. You can look back at the fruits of your labor and think, wow, look how far I've come. Yes, I appreciate everyone who has helped me along the way. I could not get here without other people, I'll be honest. But at the end of the day, the person who encourages you is you. If you're not willing to start over, if you're too scared to start over, that's you. It just takes a little bit of bravery, a little bit of courage. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you've ever had to start over from scratch, or if you've ever seen anyone try to do it. And subscribe if you want to see more videos. I'm not posting as frequently as I wish I could, but I am posting a lot more content that I feel happier with. If y'all enjoy getting some content that I'm happy with, please continue watching and subscribe if you want to keep watching. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.